Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sarge. Hey, Sarge, have you been seeing what Farragut Forward's been putting out? Ooh, boy. Some of the stuff that Farragut Forward's been doing is just insane. Broughton's awesome. I'm actually kind of pondering whether I want to see if I can't fly out there at some point in time and help him out. Good morning, Brent. So Farragut Forward, they've moved their fan film into the movie era. So everybody's wearing Monster Maroons. They've started building recreations of the movie era sets. It's insane. It's super, super incredible. But of course, their sets are in Georgia, which, that's a thing. It's not the same as Ticonderoga. Ticonderoga is a little bit cooler in the middle of summer. And so I'm kind of sitting there going, do I want to go out to the Georgia? It's like, I mean, I know Ticonderoga is rough, but it's kind of one of those things. Like, well, how much do I want to do this? I'm not a hot person to begin with. All right. So anyway, yeah, you should look at what they're doing. The Monster Maroons are exquisite, and then they've even got the engineering jumpsuits, the white engineering jumpsuits, and they've made more of the Monster Maroons and engineering jumpsuits than actually were present at Star Trek II. So he's made more of them than were actually in the movie. So, and it's just so over the top awesome. And the makeup is wonderful. He's got Klingons in there, and the Klingons look perfect. And oh man, it's just great. So anyway, and it's one of those things. I'm a fan of all fan films. I've got nothing against any fan film doing anything anywhere, with one plausible exception, which is also sort of a no comment moment, but only because I'm still mad about that, and I'll be mad about that for a while. Okay, we're working on correct stops. Let's make sure this worked. Driving along. You want to stop at the stop bar. See, he's moving too much. Crap, I'm going to have to re-render. Okay, let's fix it. Alrighty. So this becomes pitch lean. We don't want that much pitch. So I don't know if you guys remember what we were talking about, but the lead driver took a look at this animation and said, I don't like the fact that pitches that much, because I'd fail the kids on a test for slamming the brakes that hard. So I was like, that's probably fine. I get that. So I'm gonna have to stabilize that. We'll need to also stabilize the body of this guy, because he's slinging himself forward like some kind of weirdo. Look at how forward he went. Let's stabilize that a little bit. I mean, I can stand a little forward, but let's actually, you know what? Let's just not. Because otherwise the camera is going to get weird. And legitimately, we don't need to go past about here, 230. So I'm going to pull the animation back to 230, which is not to be confused with tooth hurdy. It's the dentist time. All right, so let's do the traveling camera. Looking at where we should stop, right? And we'll look at person A. I feel like this Good morning, Brent. I didn't mean to not say hi to you. I mean, it was just a thing. You wanna... So why are you raising the eye line? Because really, one of the things that I want to tell the kids is you want to be able to stop where you can see the line over the hood of the car. Blankets have you in the warm softness of blankets. You've awoken and you can't get up. That's you too. You're a pest. You're still a pest. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to solve that problem, so we'll hit save. I think that's just a function of the car being the car, and nothing I can do about that. I need to work on your, like, there we go. It is a cold, cruel world, but it's got George in it, if that helps any. George. Hey, Andrew, are you still out there? Sarge, you still out there? If so, I was going to talk about us getting together and hanging out. And I was wondering if you worked during the week, because my weeks are usually just fine, like totally open. It's my weekends where things get ugly because, of course, during the weekends, I'm doing all of the stuff with everybody else. But if you have a weekday off, we could go do lunch, which we should do. And hang. Which, not actually hanging with a rope or anything, because, like, I got no intention of doing that. This is me trying to decide what I'm doing with this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and roll this and render it. Yes, overwrite that. And then we're going to go fix the lights. Okay, George, I love you, but you're doing the I really need to be loved right now. And I don't want to. I've got work to do. I see. That's irrelevant to you. I see. You know, you're a goofball, right? You are just furthering stereotypes, Kat. That's all you're doing is furthering stereotypes. Do you know all the stereotypes you are furthering right now? Think about it. Think about all the stereotypes. The classic stereotype of having to sit in front of somebody's work and be loved right meow. That's what you do, man. Okay, we need to do an arrow, a left arrow. So that's our next, that's why we have the stoplight up. It's because we've got to do the left arrows, which I'm going to do as a mask. actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that, but I'm going to stop. There we go. Sure is a lot of purring going on here. Whole lot of purring. I like how your ears are pseudo back. Like, maybe I want my ears back and maybe I don't. And maybe I'm actually pretty happy. Maybe I'm not. Okay. I'm actually going to go find a left turn arrow. Oh, we kind of need one of these too. Signage. I need to actually find the light. That's what I'm looking for. Because I want to get this to look right. Look correct. Maybe what we'll do is signal. Because I just need it to be the exact right picture. Like an actual picture of an actual turn signal would be useful. There we go. You're like, why are you going through all of this trouble? And I'm like, really, the truth is just so that I don't use the wrong font, if you will. Like, I want the arrow to look correct when we do this the right way. Communication, these are a form of communication and language, so we want to make sure we have the correct communication language. And so I'm going to redraw it, of course, but first I want to make sure I have the correct size, which I'll make it slightly smaller, but not a whole lot smaller, because it's part of this is to make it super visible. And then I'll rotate this. It's level. There. Things are not quite as jerky anymore, which means that we're done rendering. Now, just to make sure that at no point in here... Oh, no, why do you do this? Ugh. Like, my pen tablet is constantly screwed up every time. I have to go through and reload it every time. What is the problem with you, pen tablet? All right, and make sure that I just get all the area around it so that it's not, there's no red leaking around the outside. And what I will do is I'm going to make this into a secondary map, which will require a small amount of this to be cut out of it right here, just to make sure you don't get into that bulk map. There we go. And this will be just a left turn signal. Right. We'll make this signal like normal. Left. Then I will take you and we'll rotate you 90 degrees. And while we're here, might as well do it. We're waiting for a render anyway. Right, so we've got the signal light going straight. We don't need this. We're almost done here. Then we gotta go do the other side, and that'll get this done. All right. Sure. Stop at stop sign. Wrong. Now we need to add the cyclorama, because that's the problem with this one, and the reason why this one's still in the shop and not completely rendered out. And we're still spastic on the stop. Fix that real quick. Wonder if I can keep sort of this effect going, because, you know, legit, he would have failed anyway. Nah. We'll make it less dramatic, but we won't make it totally less dramatic, because it's cool that way. Right, rotations to the body. Right. We'll bring this back to about there. Like, he totally screwed, he botched it. There. So we're going to take the follow camera, which is showing, all this is showing is this is not where you want to stop the car. Because really what it's showing is that a lot of people stop at the stop sign, and they need to not stop at the stop sign. Incorrect with the follow. Now we saved these, yes. So we will undo, 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 undo. Then we take you. I'm aware of, I've never seen a yellow light to the right. But that's okay. Shrug. The next thing we need to do is open, and we need a left turn lane. I can't imagine why there would be a flashing yellow to the right. There's no such thing as an unprotected right turn. So, I mean, unless you were making a right turn at some kind of multi-intersection, I really don't know. I can't imagine. I just cannot imagine why there'd be an unprotected right on there. Seems really strange. Animation texture maps. Yeah, even then it would still be a protected right. I mean, it'd have to be a protected right. I mean, I know what I've seen a protected right? Because like the left lane on the right side traffic has a protected arrow. So going this way, your right side traffic will have a protected green to tell you you don't have to stop. You can keep traffic flowing in that protected lane. I've seen that. I mean, we'll keep the option open, but I don't think there's any situation I can think of where you'd want to have a yellow on the right turn, which is fine. Now we're going to use this to make ourselves our... we screwed this up. Maybe? Because I now need a left turn lane, a right turn lane, and a straight. This is me thinking, processing data. I'm processing. Because I think before I make this double lane, I think what I'm going to do is fix this lane to be correct. Oh, wait. Just so you know what your intersection is, we should leave that. But yeah, because the intersection is going to be slightly wider because we need this to be a lane. So we're going to go through here and we're going to select this because it's a real lane, and paste it here. And turn that off now to kind of get an idea of what's going on here, because this is a real turn lane now. We're going to make it's actually going to be on this side. We're going to make a right turn lane on this side, because I want to be able to have right turn lane, left lane merge down to one lane on the other side, because that's actually what you'll run into in real life. It will have a left only, a right only, and then a middle lane that goes straight with a median on the other side, which I then need to put the yellow and black bar in the middle of it to indicate that that's not a place you want to go. In fact, I think I will. Regulatory signs. Really should have done this before and snagged all of these regulatory signs. No trucks, you people. Cross traffic does not stop. Are we done rendering? We are. Let's go. Car A person view. Double check that the animation rolls. Does the animation slap? Yes, it does. Okay. I've been watching way too much Davey 504. There we go. Right. There we go. We need you. Badoop. I heard that. I heard that this time. It's a pepper. I heard this time.
Yep. Bill ruined it.
I'm rendering, so I expect fully that things are really cranky on my side. I fully expect that things are.
Okay.
I keep thinking I'm scaring Bill away all the time because I keep arguing and stuff. But I really enjoy arguing with him.
He's working today.
That's fair.
He wants a cookie for it.
Also fair. I am out getting regulation signs, if you're wondering what I'm doing.
Ah.
You need any signs for this? Parking spaces, off tracking, 3-second distance, U-turns, turnabouts, rolling stops. Taking control of the intersection. All this stuff can be done once we have this bigger intersection. But I don't need my school zone signs is really what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saving signs. There's all these signs, and it's like, buckle up, it's the law, and stuff like that. Always good to have. All right. This should have let's see, we got a pretty good follow here. Good. Pretty decent. So it's just you that needs to be deleted. We'll delete you. There we go. All right. You get saved. You get saved. And you get saved.
I'm deleted.
What am I doing with U-turns? How do I have U-turns? I don't have a road for U-turns yet. How do I have U-turns? we need on this one is a cyclorama. And this one's ready to go. Probably another plane underneath there. Yeah, see, that'll be, except that the road's completely wrong. There. And that'll be acceptable. We'll render 2 of these. This is DS11. There we go. There we go. And then we'll do it on.
If anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I'm writing.
I was totally wondering what you were doing. Concerned, even. Concerned, I tell you.
Really?
No?
Okay.
Because I know that you're professional and you know what you're doing, but you know. Okay, so you know, so you're a professional. Now, whether you know what you're doing, that's a totally different.
You can be professional and not know a single
Right?
thing.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I'll go for professional, but maybe knowing what you're doing, that might be a little bit of a stretch for any of us.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty. All of these lines need to be white. Work. And we need to get rid of the center section stuff, because these are now turn lanes. Except when we get to the other side where we're going to be messing with stuff. But for right now, it's a turn lane. And it can just deal with its whatever crisis going on. have noticed that he coughed.
Yeah, my husband's loud. He does. He does that.
Yep. It's weird. He's a human being. That's so strange. What weird magic is this?
Normally, I would say being human.
Weird. Weird? Hello, love. You am leaving meow. We need to share the road. Because we come out the other side of this intersection. This is the left turn lane. Right here. And this is a right turn lane, and this is straight, which puts this as a share the road through some of this section on this other side. This is share the road. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
And this becomes a bike lane, like legit, straight up bike lane. Bike lane.
So one of the exercises when I was in college, that we had to do was reimagine official city and state signs.
Mm-hmm. Signage. It's kind of a fun experiment. I like that.
My campground one was the best one. It was marshmallows on a skewer of a fire.
I like it. I like it. Nope. Nope. Yep. Like, which one's the one I have to do to make it do the thing I want it to do? Oh my goodness. All right. Now we need you're pretty straight up. We just fill the rest of this thing with. Correct signage. This is actually so much fun. I know this sounds like I'm not having any fun, but I love this. Nope, 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 nope. This will be good too because we've got a change of law on these right turn lanes. So I can use this to illustrate that as well, which makes me happy. Hopefully, by tonight, I can have all of these done, or at least at the final rendering stage, so that by midnight I can hit go. Because tomorrow I have to go shoot a house first thing in the morning, so I won't be on tomorrow morning, by the way, guys.
You have to go shoot a house.
Yep.
Are the people that live in the house knowing about this?
No. It's if you do, they won't. They'll just escape.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You don't want them to escape.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, it'll give us leeway for the ritualistic cannibalism that we talked about the other day.
Exactly. I mean, some people, we got to do it.
I know. It's not pleasant.
Oh. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go shoot a house first thing. So I won't be here. Then the kiddo has his conference. So I won't be able to, I won't be here. I'll be at lunch. And then this is all due at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
So, but I think the last thing I need is an intersection with turn arrows, which we'll build here in a second. And that should be easy enough to put in. These last little bits, and then we'll be done.
Nice, nice.
Of course, this gives me 0 time for an emergency, but okay, hey. Truth of the matter is, I think I can say, hey, I got, most of these guys are done. The only ones that are not done are because my kiddo was super, super sick and I lost a day.
Mm-hmm.
Which totally makes sense, and nobody's gonna naysay me on that one, Having a super, super sick kid is sucky. Make sure this is the same size as that, and good enough for government work. Right, my signage looks solid.
So we finally get our dishwasher fixed today.
Oh, there you go. That's good to hear. No. There. Ah, dang it. Sort of. Hmm.
Whoa. What do you mean, sort of?
I think my lines are a little too thick, but given the comic nature of this, I feel like that's probably okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit comedic in its own way, so I think that, being a little too thick is probably fine.
That's what she said.
Just want to make sure my road markings are straight, though. Would it suck to tell your child or tell your kids, tell the kids, you can't do this way, or you have to do it this way, or whatever, and then it's all wrong. Your signage is incorrect.
True. Very true. It's like they trust you or something.
Weird. Have they met me? I mean, really, people.
Hey, I know you, and I mean...
And you know better.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just saying.
These people put their kids in your car and like in your hands in a car. I mean,
it's just terrifying all the way across the board. I don't even know. Know.
I mean, they just don't want to have to, teach their kids on how to drive themselves. I mean,
well, they don't have much of a choice, but yeah.
Oh, Colorado doesn't give parents the choice?
Not at that, and not at under 14, or not under 16. I'm having issues.
Not under 16. Got it.
Don't have much of a choice in the matter.
So, how are you guys enjoying snow up there?
Yeah, I think my wife is not ecstatic about it. I am going to be here all day. I will stay stationed right here at this station for the entire day. I'm not going anywhere because this has to be done today. So, until this is done, here is where I stay, which is fine. Oh, did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. Just shoot me, Pepper. Just shoot me.
Not the face, right?
Right, not in the face. That's all of them right there. Oh, it already has a cyclorama. I don't even need to put a cyclorama in this. Mrrr.
Psycho Ramen? What?
Psycho ramen.
It's like normal ramen, but it's like the same taste that you would equivalent to a Crazy X. Psycho Ramen.
Right? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
He needs to shut the breaker off down here so he can pull the socket on the thing.
So
Good.
what you're saying is I need to sign off with Guy because they're going to turn off the power no matter what we do.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See you all later. They're going to turn off my power. Bye.
Bye, Pepper. Bye, Bill.
Bye.
Good morning, Donald. How you doing, Donald? All right. This is not 11. Yeah, it is 11. Fine. Which means this UCLA is completely wrong. Okay, while we're here, let's go ahead and delineate the end of the road here, which is by this white line right here, and this white line, and these go all the way to here. And there we go. Now, new layer. Put a crosswalk in because every road will be absolutely perfect and will always have a crosswalk. Because we all know that the real world always has a crosswalk. Of course you know that, Wesley. Thing that really sucks is I was going to wear my Starfleet uniform tomorrow for my show. Because, of course, tomorrow's Picard, right? I was all looking forward to that. I'll still wear it, but I'll be wearing it after I've seen Picard. Because I have a Picard era uniform. That's why I was talking about it. Yeah. That's too much of a zebra crossing. Too zebra. All right, guys. Here's our bizarre little intersection that we're going to copy out. Make sure we get all of our alignment correct. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why would you do that? Somebody's tea bucket is right there. Look at that. Freaking tea buckets. It's actually kind of funny. This is 3 lanes. This is 3 lanes. So we're going to extend this until it's 3 lanes big. There we go. That way we can just make this somewhat accurate. I'm not expecting miracles out of this, but that's okay. So put that there. Duplicate the layer. And then duplicate the layer. This way it's the right width, you know. I don't need a roundabout yet. I will need a roundabout. Because we're going to have a lot more roundabouts as time goes on. Do you know why? Says the driving instructor. Do you know why? I used to hate roundabouts. Now I love roundabouts. Because they're not actually designed to drive you absolutely bonkers, even though that's what happens. That's not their mission. Yeah, they're actually, the roundabouts are 8 points of potential conflict as opposed to 32 points of potential conflict in one of these. So 8 points of potential conflict where a car can strike another car, and those 8 points are never a head-on collision, nor are they a direct T-bone. So because of the nature of a roundabout, you're always turned this way. So even if you hit somebody in this instance right here, you and the car are moving in the same direction, which is a far, far, far lighter impact. And so the real reason we do it is because there's only 8 potential points of impact. And so you're getting a lot more of them, and we're just going to keep getting more and more. Not only that, traffic never stops. That's a big deal. Traffic doesn't come to a stop in those, which is epic. Epic slap. But that is the reason why we're putting them all in, and we will see more and more and more of them as time goes on. It will not get any better because, I mean, legitimately, it is a far safer thing. All right. Still rendering. Cranky, 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 cranky. Yep. But even when they launch them into, they're still not launching them into traffic, because they end up in the middle of those roundabouts. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if you launch them, they can't easily come down into traffic on the other side. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, obviously, Could you do it? Sure. I'm absolutely sure you could and launch yourself into somehow launch yourself into oncoming traffic. But the long and the short of it is that the point about it, major point, is that you cannot easily put yourself in there. Whereas in a normal intersection, I can easily collision or a T-bone collision or those kind of things. Run, 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 run away. Yeah. I mean, my advice is don't hit it at like D. That's my advice. If you're the kind of person who thinks that's the thing you need to do, don't. Just don't. It's better that way. I feel like this is one of those, how did you do this sort of things? Like, how did I do this? Because I feel like we're off balance a lot. And you were crunching this one. This is a big animation. We got to do it twice. 2 runs on this. Already 11 minutes in. So looking at this, 11, 22, 33. So it's going to take 30 minutes on a run. So I'm going to be doing 1 run here. Run, 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 run away. And then we'll do another run in a bit and go the direction. In the meantime, we'll figure out what I did with this intersection and why it's screwed up. I feel like it needs to be centered again, which is fine. What I will do is I will open in here in the 3D model section. We'll just grab one of these 4-ways, which are already established where the center of this is, and I'll put it on here like this, and that'll give me a center and a center, which will work. Yeah. So with these double center lines, this intersection is going to be off, which is all right. We can recenter it this way. There. And to test it, this turned out fine. Off by about a pixel, but that's not a big deal. There. I'll say save as, and this is two-lane road or two-lane intersection, right and left lane, bike lane. There's a lot going on in this one. That's okay. The next thing we need is to take this section of road and make it into a full width of this, because we'll need one on each side. No, it needs to be longer to hold two or more cars, but for the illustration of this, I don't want to extend the turn lane off onto the next plate. I want the next plate to be clear. So for this benefit, the turn lane only holds one car. But you are not wrong. You are seeing things correctly. And good catch. Oof, we missed something. I mean, this will still be okay for right now as we complete this piece, but we're going to have to go back and fix a thing. Yes, you're fluffy. You're totally fluffy. You're always fluffy. Why would you think you're not fluffy? You're fluffy. You're a fluffy fluff with fluffiness. Fluffy goodness. was all right because it looks like we had to do a little bit of policing on this line anyway. But this will need one third of this. You're like, have you noticed me? Because I'm here. Have you noticed me? Because I am right here to be noticed. That's all we can do, I think. Because it needs to be at least that long. Yeah, I was thinking about putting in cracks and things like that, but then I realized that you can't repeat the pattern if you've got a crack. As soon as we have a crack, that crack's going to go like this, and you'll just focus on that crack going back and forth like this all the time, and you'll never be able to get it out of your head. So, as someone who, as an ADDer, would super focus on that and never let that go, I was like, I better not do that. Because there's no entry point into these turn lanes unless I put that in there. There you go. I did, though. I was totally thinking that. I was like, I should put in cracks in the pavement. I'll hyper-focus on that. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. All right. Are you sure? Yes, I'm very sure. Thank you. I mean, we talk about them in, obviously we talk about all of those things because there's a possibility you run into those while driving out into Weld County, or just out into Arvada. Some parts of Arvada even have that stuff. So it's not a real, but it's not something I'm going to be making an animation of because it's not something that's confusing, right? The biggest reason we're putting the animations in is you're coming up to this intersection and the signals say this. What does that mean? Like taking control of the intersection. That's a little confusing. What do you do when you're taking control of the intersection? How do you take control of the intersection? Things like that. That's mostly what we're trying to work on with this. And so it's kind of where we're headed on that. You think about how taking control of the intersection can be really confusing. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah, they always do. It's hard to get that straightened out. It really is. It's we have an entire segment on city driving versus an entire segment on country driving, because it is two different things. And then we have a third segment on interstate driving, because those are three different worlds and they treat you very differently depending on how you handle that. Three very, very different ways of handling those things. So how are we doing, oh rendering machine? Still move 50 at $5.99. At least we're not wasting time. You're not wrong. Put in the correct markings. And screw up the correct mark. Right, and then we'll put in this, and I'll just come in here and just take. There we go. And I can go back in and just clean that up. There you go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I always like to think that helping kids is a great thing to do. Like, it's a thing that we all should be happy to do, I guess. I don't know if happy to do is the thing. I don't know if those are the words I'm looking for, but all right. And we're just going to take this center section here and just make it gray. I see the center section and I want to make it gray. I don't know. I just work here. Because this needs to be all yellow. So we're going to double line this here. Right? We need to be safe everywhere. Nobody wants to hit anybody. Nobody wants to be hit. We've got talking going again, don't we? So weird. Plugging away. Although we're not going to be plugging for much longer. Okay. Round that. Let's clean this up a little bit so that it all looks nice. Right through here. Or at least works. There we go. That opens up for that turn lane. They are. I feel like that's a thing that we teach that. I mean, we do teach that pretty well. I feel like that's one that we teach pretty well. 34 minutes. So, I mean, we start with, our school really doesn't want to try to make it heavy-handed. Like, it really doesn't want to make it so that you feel like, you know, it's punitive. That punitive stuff doesn't work with kids. We've learned that one over the years. The blood on the highway thing. It doesn't work. So, you know, we're trying to make it so that it's just, I mean, we do hit one of those, but I think mostly we're trying to get a, you know, keep control of your vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, don't lose control of the vehicle. So that's always one of the biggest problems we have with kids all the way around, is that they ultimately lose control of the vehicle or something to that effect, and we really don't need them to do that. We need them to keep control of that vehicle because they panic. Okay, we're done there. I need to put the share the road sign in here. That's going to be here. Because that bike lane opens up right here. And needs to be a share the road sign, which I did wrong. So if you hold shift, while doing this, there we go. Down. There we go. There we go. Now you've got the entry into the ongoing bike lane turns into a share the road lane, which is important. We also should have a one that doesn't do that, so that we can have the, and this is what you're not supposed to do. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'm going to go get lunch. I have a sleeping cat here now. George has decided that my desk is my stool is the place to be. I'm sure the If you're a cat, you're a place to be. So it's lunchtime. Lunchtime! I will talk to you all later. Keep your eyes on the stars, and I'll see you tonight when we will be continuing this, because this doesn't stop. I'm going to be working all day and all evening tonight through this to make sure that I've got them all done. Oh, well, it's a long shot, but we got to get it all done. So there's that. And I'll see you all later. Keep your eyes on the stars. Bye.